Hey guys, it's Comics Crypt coming at you. This is my first of hopefully many more haul videos. Had some issues with my internet service provider and stuff, so I had to get an AT&T hotspot. So hopefully this works and I can get videos uploaded. Going to be showing off in a couple videos here, probably about the last month worth of mail calls, comic calls. I believe there might even be some LCS pools. But yeah, I've been trying to do this for a while, just hasn't been able to work internet wise. So, but before we get into it, I'm going to shout out to two guys that's really inspired me to try and start making my own haul videos. Ed Zumbert and Read Comics 81. Been talking with these gentlemen for a while, get ideas and information from them, and then those two guys, and then some other channels, GW Comics, Longbox Love Affair, Pop Comics, Bronzeville Comics, and Mr. Q Comics. If you guys haven't checked any of these fellas out, you need to. They put out really great content. They do a lot of haul videos, you know, mail calls, eBay auctions. What I just love seeing what people are collecting, what people might be specking on, and so forth. I just love watching these videos. So anyways, if you like this video, hit subscribe, hit like, leave comment below, and let's get into this. It's Amazing Spider-Man 331 newsstand, just a beautiful copy newsstand. And then we got 373 newsstand. And I apologize ahead of time. I should have had information out on any significance to these books or what have you. Try some of them I know offhand, some of them I don't. I'll try to be a little more prepared with my other videos. Amazing Spider-Man 544, part 1 of the One More Day, and 545, part 4 of the One More Day. I know these things were significant with I think it was the Spider-Man movie, the Far From Home or No Way Home, whatever one. I don't know if they still are or not. This is Amazing Spider-Man 17 from the Dan Slott run. First appearance of the female Electro. I don't know if it's still doing anything more or not. And Amazing Spider-Man 2 of 2 limited series. I'm assuming this ties in with one of the movies. Just a cool cover. And the Mighty Avengers 255 with a Captain Marvel cover, newsstand. You know, another thing, Captain Marvel, we're getting another Disney Plus show, I believe, for something. Was it WandaVision? I don't think it was WandaVision, but I guess she's supposed to be showing up again in something else. Then we got Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat from the 90s, number 1. It does have some dust shadowing issues, and it looks like a little bit of a tear down here. I just now noticed that. Oh well, it's not like I don't have enough of these. And number 3. And I believe this was a 4 or 5 issue run. Then we got Blade. This is a graphic novel, trade paperback, what have you. This is the Sins of the Father. Thought that was pretty cool. Now this one, I do remember where I got this one from. There was a gentleman in New Holland that was having a pork sale, and I went down there, and he was giving out really good prices. I just couldn't believe the prices he was giving out on some of these books. Just wish I would have brought more money. Captain America 241 newsstand, classic Cap versus Punisher. Beautiful. I want to say Mike Zeck, but I don't think that's right. Count Duckula number 2. I'm grabbing the Count Duckulas whenever I see him, because there's a guy I know who's actually wants to put together a whole Count Duckula run. He has a few issues, so I figure I pick them up, grab them, and maybe I can use them for trade for stuff that he might have that I'd be interested in. Here's Daredevil 257 versus the Punisher, another classic cover. And Daredevil 310. This is the first cover appearance of Calypso. Don't know if this is still a thing or not. Supposedly she's supposed to be in the Craven movie from Sony, if it ever comes out. I don't think it's in production yet, but I know this book had spiked at one time. This was a $1.50 bin book for the longest time, and I think it went up to $15 at one point. I don't know if it's still holding that or not. Darkhawk #1 newsstand. This is another book I got from that gentleman in New Holland. Beautiful Darkhawk newsstand. And yeah, got a few indents, but they don't break color. Corners are pretty sharp, but someday Darkhawk will be a thing. Hail Darkhawk. Doom #1. I've never seen this title of Doom before. It's got definitely got the Mad Max vibe going on it. So I'm also intrigued to see how many issues it is and try and do this run. I can't imagine it was that many issues. This is the first I've ever seen this one. Doctor Strange 22 newsstand. Baron Mordo is the new Sorcerer Supreme. I got these next couple Doctor Strange books right about the time that the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness actually hit theaters. You don't know if it's going to do anything or not. I know in the movie that version of Mordo died. I'm pretty sure he died. But you never know. You never know what these books are going to do. And here's Doctor Strange 46. You got Agatha Harkness, Doctor Strange, alternate version of Doctor Strange. I don't think that's Necromancer Strange. And you got Wanda. Now 47, I believe this is Necromancer Strange. And again, like I said, you never know what's going to happen with this stuff. Dragon Strike #1. This is Marvel's adaptation of the TSR role-playing game. I'm assuming Dungeons and Dragons, but they named it the Dragon Strike. And some videos, probably not this video, but in future videos, you're going to see a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, Dragonlance, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons from DC that I'm trying to get all those runs together. I grew up with this stuff in the 80s. It's a little nostalgia. Excalibur 31. Again, this is, I know there's some type of significance with this book. I just can't remember off the top of my head. So anytime I find them, you know, relatively cheap, I pick them up. This one does have some staining or dust shadowing or something here, but I found 2 of them. And then we have Excalibur versus X-Men Special Edition. You never know. You know the X-Men's on its way here. Maybe Excalibur on the Disney Plus. You just never know with Marvel books anymore. So if I get good books that look interesting on the cheap, I'm going to pick them up. Alright, let me grab another stack here. Alright. I'm going to grab too many. Yeah, I got a glare here. Fantastic Four. 566. You'll see these in some couple more future hauls. It's the first appearance of the Marquet of Death, I believe. Just first appearances. If they're cheap, I'm picking them up. Again, you just never know what's going to happen. This I found at an antique store, and I don't remember the name of the town now. But I'm going through the racks, and sure enough, there's one. Whether it's still a thing or not, I guess there's supposed to be something going on with this guy, possibly. And I know these things spiked. I don't know if they're still going up or if they came down. I'm not quite sure, but I just happened to find one out in the wild. So they are out there. Just gotta look. There we go. Got a Heathcliff 41 newsstand. Just picked it up because I think that Heathcliff ended somewhere in the 50s, I believe. It's a newsstand. It's really good high grade. I mean, I do got two color breaking spine ticks on it, but still. Oh, I got a little booger down here. I just now saw that. Still, like I said, I got it for $1. So, I'm sure there's people out there trying to put this run together. I remember, I believe when Heathcliff first came out, it was under the Star brand, too. Alright, Hercules, Prince of Power. The 4-issue miniseries. I got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Eventually, I would like to find 1 and 2 newsstand and 3 and 4 direct editions. Have 2 sets. With the whole Thor, Love and Thunder getting ready to come out here in 6 days, I wouldn't be surprised if Hercules shows up in that movie. I mean, we know we're getting Zeus, so. Invincible Iron Man 66. Beautiful Bronze Age. I got this from the gentleman in New Holland as well. Just a classic Iron Man versus Thor. Under 100 issue. Nice Bronze Age book. And I got this from him as well. The first beginning of the Armor Wars. So whether they're going to use this version of the Armor Wars for the, I believe it's a Disney Plus show, I'm starting to think now the way some things are going, they're not going to. It's probably going to be the later version of the Armor Wars, but still, you never know what they're going to use. And then 227, this is actually part 3 of the Armor Wars. And 229 is part 5 of the Armor Wars. It does got some dust shadowing over here, but it is a newsstand. And we got 283, the second appearance of War Machine in a newsstand. And I mean, I do got some spine ticking up through here. So it's a nice mid-grade copy. This one here, there's a gentleman set up at Williams Grove Flea Market, and went through a few things, found a few books. Wish I can remember which ones they all were now, but then he had a box. He said, "Hey," he says, "this is your first time here. You got these books here. Go through this box, and pick out a free comic." Really wasn't anything interesting in there I liked. I saw this. I think this is a new armor for him. He did have a tag on it, so I grabbed it. And Iron Man 9. This is from the guy in Williams Grove as well. Again, there's something significant about this book. I've seen it in other haul videos, and I just know Iron Man 9 with this Mandarin cover. Grab it if I see it for a good price. Then we got Immortal Iron Fist, number 10, the Zombie Edition. You're going to start seeing in my haul videos in the future a lot of zombie horror type books. I just like that genre of books, and these variants, so I picked them up. And Kazar number 11. I think it is this lady's first appearance. I don't remember, but it's only one of the few in this Kazar run that actually have some type of value. Here we go, Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. This is the complete set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pretty much all high grade. I did see 3 got a little dirt or something there, and I got this from that antique shop where I got that Friend of the Neighborhood Spider-Man. Marvel Comics presents 18. This is where She-Hulk breaks the 4th wall, and it's actually interacting and talking with the reader. And this was from that antiques shop that I got the Spider-Man from. So I guess this is starting to get to be a big book. I just happened to see it in a couple haul videos a couple days before I went out that weekend and found one, so I grabbed it. And then Marvel Tales Spider-Man 209 represents the first appearance of the Punisher, which is Amazing Spider-Man 129, so grab that. It's one of the few Marvel Tales besides the McFarlane ones and a few others that actually has some value to it. It does got a couple little spine ticks here, but sorry. Speaking of McFarlane Marvel Tales, there's a McFarlane. It's a newsstand. It's definitely in the low to mid. They got, looks like it might have been a tape pull at one time, or I don't know. Actually, that might be on the bag. But it does got several color breaking spine ticks along the spine. But again, it's a McFarlane. It's a newsstand. I grab it. And Maryville, number 5 of 6. This is the variant cover. And then I found number 7. And I need to find that Spider-Woman, or not, the one when she's in the Spider-Man outfit, bikini type thing. I'll eventually find it. Slowly getting this run put together. And the last one for this haul, Moon Knight 36. From the, volume 1 run, I believe it was. Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, kind of the third eye of Doctor Strange, and we saw that at the end of the movie. You never know. Alright, we're going to end this there, and hopefully this gets uploaded. Again, if you like the content, like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and hopefully we'll get another video out. Possibly I might shoot another one tonight and try and get it out tonight if this goes up. Thanks a lot.